Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to some more Bloodborne. So, I've already popped some of my cold blood due, and I thought, since we've got as many blood echoes as we do, that this would be a good time as any to a little bit of side stuff. Namely, I'd like to see what the Chikage is all about. It's 50,000. It's probably going to be, kind of a waste, but on this sort of first playthrough, I'd like to play around with as much stuff as I can. Additionally, the Canehurst armor is just out of our grasp, but we could grab, like, the helm and the gauntlets now? Actually, we would be short. We could grab one, but not the other. We'll grab the helmet, and then use the rest to grab 20 blood vials. And then, because we have just gotten a blood dreg, alright, and we'll go ahead and sprint back over here to talk to our new queen a little bit. Before we turn in the blood dreg, I don't think I actually looked at the item description, so we will take a gander at that as well. And, there's actually a lantern right here. Okay. That would have made the trip back a little bit more expedient. Did I miss any other stuff in these side chamber areas? Oh, yeah, and there was an item over here. An unopened summons, huh? Okay, well, let's check both of those out then. So, the blood dreg was the awful thing that vile bloods see in cold blood. The vile bloods of Canehurst, bloodlusting hunters, see these frightful things in cold blood. They often appear in the blood of echo fiends, that is to say, the blood of hunters. Queen Annalise partakes in these blood dreg offerings, so that she may one day bear the child of blood, the next vile blood heir. Echo fiends, the blood of hunters. That's an interesting name for it that we have never heard before. I don't know what that might insinuate about our own blood. And the unopened summons, old unopened summons calling someone to Canehurst. An old sealed summons, like the first of its kind, it is an invitation to Canehurst, but for whom it is not known, as it lacks an addressee. That's interesting. I wonder what there could be done with it.
Closest of kin, bearer of our blood, I welcome thee. What is thy wish?
Oh, nice that we could offer multiple. I don't imagine we're going to get anything out of this one. Usually Covenant items are 10 at a time or something like that, and we're not really doing PvP.
Thy gift pleases us. Let this reward be thine. Indulge thyself in our tainted blood.
Oh, we actually did gain something. Deep respect, huh?
We await thy return for the honor of Canehurst.
Okay. On the topic of PvP, this character is not really going to be built for it, considering how much of my leveling has just been in other areas to kind of check out. Okay, so initially we get the Hunter's Salutation. Then joining the Covenant gave us respect. And then the first blood dreg has now given us deep respect, which we actually stay in. Interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Besides heading back the way we were going, I don't think there's much else to be doing over here, so we'll go ahead and pop over to the Hunter's Dream. And back in the Hunter's Dream, you'll notice we have a few blood echoes that we did not have earlier because I wanted to do a couple of things. One is test out the Shikage that we spent so much on. We might as well check it out, and then we're going to go level it up a bit. So, Katana. These are your straightforward R1 attacks. The R2 attack is a thrust. You can charge it up for a moment, and it's still a thrust. And the fully charged up attack is like an overhead... still a thrust? Yeah, it's got a little bit more of a downward motion to it. And then we've got a leaping attack. And then, where things get interesting, is when transformed, it is resheathed and dipped in blood, now doing blood tinge damage, hence the scaling that is displayed on it, where it has 92 and 92. You'll also notice that it is constantly draining my health. So again, the R1 attack chain, the R2 attack chain is a charge up, and you'll see that the longer I charge it up, it's actually doing constant damage there. And the L2 attack becomes just a straight thrust without doing the resheathing and charge up. There's also a combo you can do off of it, so it sort of replaces the R2 attack a little bit there. The combo strike takes the blood off of it there, or puts the blood onto it and swings for the two transformatives. Sort of an interesting weapon. Had I known it existed at the start of the game, like I might have tried to build my build towards this. As it stands now, let's see how many wasted points we really have. So we needed 14 skill and we're at 30. You know, it does seem a little silly to turn back now from our skill investment that we've got, but I do really think this is a cool weapon, not just because it's a katana, but more the fact that it's like the hiltless or the chaos blade, where it does the draining of your own HP while you're wielding it. I'd also be kind of curious to see when... So we'll fortify this. We're not going to use any chunks on it. Oh, and we need more shards anyway. We'll go ahead and spend the rest of our chunks there, and now we would need a blood rock in order to get to plus 10. Let's see, that would need 2 more shards. We'll come over here and spend the insight for it. Okay. And then it should switch to twin shards, which I'm hoping we have a few more of. Yeah, we've got 3. Okay, so we could easily get it up to plus 4 there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to spend just a couple of minutes tinkering around with the gem selection, as I think that's going to be a little bit boring watching me play around in menus and all that. And I'll just cut back to right here again. Alright guys, and I've completed the changing of blood gems. Look at it from right here. Not going to go through what they all are because they're mostly just attack up type stuff, but here's the final stats we ended up with. The third cane got a nice boost, plus 171. Decided not to actually go with worrying about the damage on the Shikage, but the special attack. It had 30 of the fast poison already on it, so I just added some fast poison gems to get that to 60. Maybe if we find some enemies where the ability to do physical damage to them is a little hard. We could just build poison and see how that goes. And then I swapped out, since I'm using the Evelyn now, instead of the repeating pistol, I just added a scaling gem to that. And then we're going to go ahead and head back and make a little bit of progress. Additionally, in the Nightmare Headstone, we're actually going back to Mergo's loft base. So the area we're in is apparently Mergo's loft. Alright, so back in the Nightmare of Mincis in Mergo's loft. Go ahead and elevate ourselves up. Switch back to the cane for now. Do a little bit of testing around with the new weapon and see what the Shikage is made of. But for heading into... Oh, there's another wailing infant sound ahead of us. But for heading into new territory, I figure we might as well have our trusty cane ready. Something about this looks really weird. Is this an elevator? Like, it looks like it could also work on that level up there, like just above the top of our head. Huh. Yeah, like I could see this being raised up. I don't think there's anything the other way, though. Well, that's kind of interesting. Oh my. Reanimating corpses. Excuse me? Oh, reanimating corpses that I can also knock down, it seems. I'm not sure if that's actually a good thing. It sort of prevented me from being able to finish it off. Ooh. I also kind of like the effect of there was like space in between its parts that were being joined together as it was floating around. Weird misty stuff on the ground. Not like Misty the girl's name.
Ah, cause, or some say cosm. Do you hear our prayers? No, we shall not abandon the dream. No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
Mikolash, host of the nightmare? Looked kind of like Harry Potter bent on world domination to me. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a thing we have to deal with apparently during this fight. Ah.
As you once did for the vacuous Rome. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes.
So I don't think he's actually talking to us, right? Like, I think he's in the middle of performing a ritual, chanting to the same thing that granted eyes to Rom. Oh, well, here we are. Hey, come back here, you. It's kind of an interesting boss fight design. Huh. I was curious to see if he was going to be like a complete pushover, and it was just going to be like a chase scene to catch him. But, oh, you weren't dead. But it looks like he did not really take very much damage from that shot.
As you once did for the vacuous Rome.
Although, oh yeah, okay, never mind. I'm about to say he doesn't really seem to be fighting back too much, but then he started fighting back. Now, let's check out our new blade. Ooh, yeah, that stung a bit. Okay, okay. And the damage is real. Whoa. Let's just get rid of the zombie henchman here. and deal with Mikolash Mano e Mano, or Mano e Abomination. I would like to try to proc the poison against him. Ooh.
Majestic! A hunter is a hunter even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. The nightmare swirls and churns unending.
Well, these guys have certainly come back. It looks like I got him to, just half health, and that when I did, he jaunted off from us, deciding that we couldn't end the fight that early. Okay. Mikolash, you got some real problems in the head, man. Those are probably going to come to life if I go that way. Let's pop over here. It's where the wailing seems to be coming from. Like that direction. Oh, these little guys. But, yeah, you shot me. That actually stung quite a bit. Oh, man. As you can see, when the buildup gets high enough, the fast poison suddenly starts doing tremendous damage to them. And there he is right up there. I wouldn't mind seeing that kind of tremendous damage done to him. Ah. Come on now, Mikolash. Are you really going to make it this easy? Oh, you're not going to make it this easy. Okay. Well. How do you expect me to fight you on the other side of that gate? Since they keep giving me bullets, I kind of assume the strategy I've sort of noticed is maybe what they expect you to do. Like, you're able to stun him when you shoot him, and maybe you're supposed to use that momentary stun to...
cause. Or some say cosm. Do you hear our prayers? As you once did for the Flaculas alone. Grant us eyes. Plant eyes on our brains to cleanse our beastly idiocy. Cosmos, of course. Let us sit about and speak English, chatting into the wee hours of new ideas upon a plane.
Oh man. Those guys hit pretty surprisingly hard there. So he is praying to Cosmos, the same one who granted eyes to Ram, to grant him eyes as well, and cure his beastly idiocy. Hey, Bloodstone chunk.
Of course. Or some say cousin.
And now he's just repeating things he said before.
As you once did for the vacuous Rome.
Okay, so this looks to be the other side of the gate.
Us up.
Ooh. Alright. No, thank you. Oh!
You might hear.
My mortal foe, that spell, returns again. Alright guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode here before we start making runs at this boss. It seems like he might be a little bit long with all the cat and mouse games to be played, and I don't want to end up making this video hours and hours long if I've got to go up against him as many times as I had to go against the Magic Hunter from earlier. So we'll wrap this one here, and I will catch you guys next time.